Hi guys, it's Yard Vlog 23. It's horrible morning. I thought I'd do another video. I haven't done one for a while because I've been waiting for the builders to finish off the work they were doing. The landlord's builders that they arranged, and they haven't finished a lot of it, to be honest. So it's holding me back because I can't tidy the place up because I don't know what else is going to be done yet. Most of it is done. We're back in the house. That needs a bit more work in there, but at least we're back in, out of the caravans. So we'll have a quick walk around the house later. So like I said, I'm happy enough. It's coming alright. I don't know how dark the video will be. I got the lights on in a minute, the yard lights. But I just want to get out the way early. I bought a new Stihl chainsaw. Well, newish. Only old mono one, but it's quite impressive. I'm happy enough with it. So I'll show you that later. I cut down them trees, the horse chestnuts. I should have videoed it, but people are that funny on YouTube on here, judging people how they cut down trees. So that's why I didn't bother. I didn't want to go into that, down that road. And I took them down in strange ways, to be honest with you, in chunks. I took the top down first. I took the top off down first, I pulled it over, but actually pulled the bloody gate over then, my gate post. I broke that, because I set up two pullers, my cable pullers. I should have videoed it. I should have videoed it, just set up, to show you how I winched them over, because I didn't want to chance it with the house by here. And it's full of nails. Where there was an old fence, there was an old wooden fence going across here for the animals years ago, and it was always nailed to the tree, so I knew there was lots of nails in it, and I hit them. That's down here, it's full of nails at the bottom. I snapped a tooth clean off and smashed two other teeth off a brand new chain on my 24-inch on my Husqvarna on the 372. So I took about 2 hours, I took an hour and a half, 2 hours, setting it back up, saving that chain. So that one's ready up there now, so it's going to take that out in chunks and pulley the chunks then to stop them landing on the floor, because we've got a weak gas pipe under there, and the last thing I want is that being disturbed or shocked in the ground. So if you watched the Yard Vlog 22, the last one, you'll see we wasn't in. It was a hell of a lot of building work going on, and here we are now. Like I said, some stuff's not finished. A lot of things I'm not happy with that need to be finished, so I'm waiting for them to come back and finish it. I could finish it, but then why should I finish it when they've been arranged to finish it by the landlord? So that's the situation where I am. It's like a standoff at the moment. We've like stalled out there of the building work, so I hope they come back, finish it soon, and I can start tidying the place up then, because it's a bit of a mess here, to be honest with you. So anyway, that's the outside now, all rendered. If you remember that before, that was just an old conservatory on there. I think I showed you the doors and all, everything was on there when you last saw it. I got to paint the front of the farm, so forget about all that, man. So I got to do all the white, but that's just been rendered. We had a few problems with the floor by here, leaking under the house. Yeah, so the stench pipe by here, or the soil and vent pipe, was just temporary. They're going to move that around the corner up there. There's no down pipe on there, so that needs to be finished. And the guttering needs to be finished for there. Little things like that. Yeah, I could do, I will do. If they're not going to do it, I'll have to do it. But the floor here, this is going to be all built back in, where they've dug it out, because we had to put a new alkathene pipe right through to the cow shed. We had a real problem with Welsh water. I won't go too much into detail about it, but they were a nightmare. There's still lead pipe in the system, so they put alkathene out on the road, joined back onto lead pipe, and then we got a little bit of lead, and then back to alkathene. They reckon they can't do it, they can't get under the dry stone wall. Well, I've heard nothing like it in my life. What a shower of shit. That's all I say about that. So we're going to put a complaint in. Yeah, so we go in the house a bit later. I'll show you around. I've looked at these tiles I got. A shed load of really expensive tiles for the house. So we'll do a few rooms out there. It'll be nice. How many tiles I got. Loads of wall tiles. Big expensive ones. At a good deal I did. Look at them floor ones. Floor tiles. Wood effect. So you can imagine how many's there. Look. So I've enough to do definitely what I need to do in the house. Yeah, so most of the electrics have been done in here. If any lights is on now at the moment is what I've put on, just off like temporary lighting. But you've got sockets, you've got double sockets over there, because I might have a workbench across there in the future. So it'll be alright. The air will obviously come out, and there'll be a lot of storage area over there. So I was telling you about, quite impressed with it, to be honest though. Only a homeowner saw, but it's alright. 2015, we'll give him a bit more of a clean up, but he runs nice. Nice little limit saw. Quite impressed with it. Handy to carry around in the van. And what I like, he's got the screws in the right places to be able to adjust it. Yeah, it looks handy size saw. Only a homeowner saw, but looks alright. I've got to put a new chain on it. I might drop the size down to a 14-inch. 45cc, but I think you'll go more power in the cut then, because I won't want to cut anything big with it. Just a liming job, something like that. It's handy to carry in the van, doing a bit of edge work or something. Just handy, and like I said, it's got the holes in the right places to adjust the carb, which I like. So we'll do a video on that in the future. So that's a Stihl MS251C is. I know it's a plastic fantastic saw, but it looks alright. Pretty much well made. It's all the same as the 261 M-Tronic I had, except you haven't got the stupid confuser computer on him, in my opinion. It's got the screws in the right place to adjust it. Might even make any different models of these more the top of the range homeowner ones. The Husqvarna version as well. The Husqvarna 350 was a cracker of a saw, and that was a plastic fantastic. I'd done them before. So I got a new log splitter. You saw my last video. I give that a bit of a go in. A bit of a unboxing, putting it together. So that's alright. I did have a CD one before, I might get a CD one again in the future. Another one. But I got lots to do now this winter. So I'll be working a lot. So we'll go to videos on that. It's a bonfire night now. That'll be the new log splitting shed then. So I got lights in there already. I was going to move it down the bottom, I was by that edge down there. I thought, what's the point? There's no caravans down here at the moment. So it's pointless to move it because I got it really staked down because of the wind. So we'll put pallets on the floor at the back to stack all the wood on, all the chunks, to dry out a bit. And just move in in the summer then. Next year is my bonfire in the distance in the field. Got a lot more stuff to go on there yet. See here, above the tractor. So we'll have a good bonfire now next week. Move David down, still working well. This area here, we're not putting no caravans in here at the moment. We've took a few new ones back in, because like I said, I'm building the caravans back up. But we're going to build all this up with hard stand before I bring the caravans back. So this full area here will be hard stand. Either new caravans come back in, we'll go on the hard stand, and I'll keep going up in bays then. So this will be like, see, the first phase. Might take a while to do, but let's get this built up, because it's so wet by here. You can see it. It's all water terrible by here, and the amount of rain we've had the last few days, you see it soaking. Well, I broke my gate. I'm not too impressed. When I was pulling the tree, we pulled the gate. My fault, silly mistake. So I got a concrete right round it all now again. Look at this rain. Relentless, unforgiving it is. The amount of it we're having lately. It's got to go on the fire. I use the International by here as an anchor. That's how I do it in the field. If I want to pull trees, I jackknife it like that so it goes tight against the wheel, because there's no handbrake on here. I put it in gear, and then that was my pulling on the road. So that's on the road now for the winter. The old Discovery 300. I like them. No electronics to mess up. No electrics. I hate electrics and stuff. I honestly do. I know I'm going to stay old-fashioned stuff, but that's the way it's going to be. I think with cars and machinery, and well, cars and vehicles, the danger is you're either in the brand new range, under warranty, or really old. I think in between that, where stuff's going to break, it just costs so much money with all electrics and stuff. So either very old with no electrics, or brand new, but at the moment I'm not in a position to be brand new, to be honest though. Everything brand new. Warranty. Stay in the warranty world. Well, I'm not in that world. I'm in the old world. And I think that's where I'm going to stay. Yeah, look at it out there. Like I said, I hope this video is not too dark. But I've been out doing jobs. Still having all my gardening jobs. I've been doing all them. I haven't videoed much this year, to be honest though. But still got the regular customers. Been washed out for the last 2 weeks off one of them. Coming to the end, because I don't do many like winter jobs, which I'm happy with, to be honest though. I've got so much to do around here, and I've got so much tree work to do this year on my own. Cutting all the trees down the other side of the road. Because I got lots to cut down that the landlord wants cut back. So that'll keep me going, which will be good. So I do videos on a lot of tree stuff this year. I tell you what, I bought a lot of Stihl hand tools. So it was after some new stuff. So a bit of a deal I did. So I got like Premier socket set come in, black. Pliers set, screwdriver set, and 2 lamps, inspection lamps. I love the inspection lamps, they're brilliant. Well, torch and inspection lamps. So I'll do a bit of a review on the 5 things next week, like unboxing. Go back to a few reviews as well. People do like to see them. I'm pretty much on the same gear I was running last season. This season I haven't bought anything in other than that chainsaw there and the log splitter. Keep my Husqvarna going to certain things. No, nothing. But I know I'm getting really tired, my old KM94RC. She's having a fair bit of work. So I'm going to go back to Stihl on certain things. Because I was going more towards Husqvarna side with everything. I come from Stihl. Had Stihl for years and years. Chainsaws. My favourite one I had for years was a 028 Super. Which was brilliant. Then I had a 440. Stihl 440 with a 24-inch bar. A good saw. With lots of stuff. And but anyway, I'll go back to Stihl. Get a brand new one of them. Unless they come out with a new model before. New edge trim attachment. I want a chainsaw, pole saw one as well. And I might get the Stihl 94 trimmer as well. So most probably I think I will go back Stihl. Keep the Husqvarna as well. I can run the 2 brands by the side of each other and do some comparison videos then. This edge trimmer has been fantastic. The 122 HD60 is just a legend. The stuff that's done me, well, you've seen my videos, how to trim edge level and all them, that's just been a legend. Honest now, if I say there's an homeowner one, I don't do homeowner stuff. I do commercial, you know what I mean, big jobs I do, and that's been ideal. That's what I've been doing lately, is trying to sort out my toolbox. That's why I bought some more tools. Trying to arrange my toolbox. I'm fed up everything going everywhere and not knowing where my tools are when I'm putting them back. Nothing worse. A lot of socket sets I got are all in the right place, so I know when they've gone back. If something's missing, I've lost a few sockets, but I try to make sure they all goes back in at the end of the day. So I wanted to do that with everything else. So I just did a bit of a temporary prototype mock-up of shadow foam. I cut all the shapes of my tools, which I'll show you now in a minute. By the Stihl shadow foam I got a connection with Stihl I have through my shop, through a parts shop. Stihl, Draper, SIP, all them, since 2008. That's the only 3 brands I can really buy. That's why I got so much of it on a regular tool account, if you know what I mean. So that's why, when I say Stihl and all that, that's why I keep going for them. And Draper and SIP, you know what I mean. So I see Stihl do it, the shadow foam, so I'm going to give them a go. But I done myself at the moment. I made it out of underlay that we had left over from in the house. Have a look, see what you think. I spent a few hours doing it. Right, I'll do a video and I'll do the actual Stihl shadow foam, more shadow foam, whichever, but like I said, I can get a Stihl one, but that's better. So I know, it took a bit of time, just traced them all out. I stuck it all together then, because these are just flooring underlay, wooden flooring underlay. 4 pieces of it. But I know now what's not in there. Like I said, I've got more screwdrivers coming, so I'll rearrange it then for the new set. But I know exactly where stuff is gone, what's left out. Oh, that's Mac. Is that snap-on? Oh, that's Mac, that was. I only deal with good stuff. All my tools, they're Mac. I like the German stuff, all Nipex, anything like that. I am going to try Stihl, some more of it. They're strange things, they are. They're handy to have in, yeah. So these are just certain things I got set up, but then I know and exactly what's out, the shape is there. Like I said, took a bit of time doing it. I got some more stuff there, left gaps out for what I'm getting. This is a good one there. There's a few things there. That's all I've done at the moment. But I like, that's a nice drawer. There's a few sets there. Like I said, I got all the draper, so I'm going to try some Stihl next. See how they compare to the draper. But I think they're good quality as well. And we give it a go. Test them out. Bergen. I like Bergen, but I've sold out most of the Bergen sockets. They were too thick, they were. I didn't like the gap, the walls were too thick. So that's why I got rid of them. And the quality has gone down since the old Bergen. If you see one of my videos, you'll see what I mean. I've had lots of tools over the years. I think I can do pretty good reviews on them. I've had Snap-on Mac. £3,500 worth of Snap-on pinched a toolbox when I was 23. That broke my soul, I did. I swore I'd never buy any more again. I had a Mac toolbox, big Mac toolbox, like £2,100 that was the box. But then when I finished the dealerships, I didn't want it on show, because all it was showing like all the wrong people then, what tools I got. So I sold my Snap-on stuff, I sold my Mac stuff, they just didn't want it pinched. I thought I might as well sell it and have it pinched, because the wrong people were seeing all my stuff. And that's why I got out of it all then. So I thought, right, I'll just go back for the cheaper makes. They're still doing the job. And that's where we are now. Walk through the cowshed now. I'll show you the mess that they haven't finished. This electric has all been done. All electrics have been done. This is what I bought when I was trimming. I'm fed up with dog shit hitting me in the face. So I thought I'd give this a go. For trimming, I saw it on the CD van I did. I went on it a few weeks ago. There's a grinding mask it is, and goggles. I think it was special offer at £11. Anti-fog as well. I thought that's ideal. Could use it for like grinding if I want to use it for that. But you can have the meshes and all that, the Esquana mesh and everything. But I just thought that'd be great. Nothing's going to come through that. Because my biggest fear, when you know that you're working in a bit of rough ground, or a garden that you know there's dog shit in, which my biggest problem is that. I hate it. If that went in your mouth, you can have so many diseases and all that, and problems from it. So, I don't think of that. It's a good option. I'll show you out here now. This is what I'm not happy with. 2 different builders they've had here, and one of them have left a hell of a mess. And the others are going to take over now and finish it. Like I said, I could finish it. Excuse the mess on the yard. I put the quad back together as well. I'll talk about that now. Anyway, so they've dug through here for alkathene pipe to come through, and I've run my wires into the shed as well. And look how they've left it. Let's be fair, that's not good, is it? So that's where I am. I could finish it off, but why should I? That was part of the deal in the beginning. The landlord said you'll do all new water into the cowshed. So I want that finished, so I can get in there and do the work in the cowshed, get it up to scratch before I get the animals. My quad back together, my Honda, 4 tracks, all the engines built back up. Got to get them back inside. I have the seat covered as well. My friend covered the seat, so I'll have to do the body work on it, carry on with that, finish off. But this will go back in the barn as well now. Today I'll get in. Oh, bloody hell, look at that. Nearly had me. Bit of a repair job on this van, yeah. Repairing the wings, and I do a video on that, saving wings, so to show people how to save something that's really rusty. Most people would just have to scrap that wing, But you can't get a wing like this. So I'm building all the bits up. I'm going to build a new filler neck there. Fuel the filler for the filler cap. Might do a video on that before I do any more. My fiberglass on top then. It'll just be a quick repair. You could weld all the way around, but I don't bother. That's not going to go nowhere. Just tack the plates in. Even use mesh I'm going to up here because I don't want it, I'm too close to the window. So I put a little bit of mesh in there, steel mesh. And then fiberglass onto that. I'm going to build up the corner there. Anyway, that's another job. Up there, so I done my temporary scaffolding off loads of ladders. Them ladders are tied through the roof. So they're holding the other ladders up there. It's coming out now. Trying to. A horrible morning. Yeah, on that bit of a pine endy effect there on the barn. So I'll paint that, put new board stop there, but that's so greasy that asbestos. Gotta be careful on it. Well, you don't want to be touching it anyway. I put new gutting on the front here then, that's all my job. And paint all this. And then make a big area for the cows, an holding pen on this side then. There's supposed to be water coming off with a tap that they haven't done. The kitten by there. Hello. Puss, 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 puss. Puss, 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 puss. Anyway, new light, LED, strip light, all new wiring in here, new socket there, all waterproof, all brand new, with 2 sockets, the light switch for there, there's a switch for the outside security light, well, sensor light, got another one down the other end, so when the cows are coming in, they'll see it by there, I can see the cows. This is all going to be concreted back in. This is going to be concreted back in here. So that's what I'm holding off about. I want them to do that. I could do that, yeah. But why should I? When they've started doing the job, that's what I want finished. Same as here. Same by there. Nothing's finished. Electrics are half finished, but the power is actually in now. Western Power brought it in, so that's live, 100 amp there, 240 volt, a fresh supply. On the 19th hour, British Gas are bringing my meter in, and I'll be on. So electrician, everyone will come that day, and it's all finished in here then. New strip lights, LEDs up there, and get in here then, clean it out a bit, whitewash it, white lime it, and this is ready then. So the cow shed will be ready. Thinking about it, I think we'll have to move the tap from there over to the other side because that's too close to the electrics otherwise, where it originally was. So we'll reassess that now when the builders come back. That's where we are there. They put new lintels up there. I showed you that last time, and above the other doorway. Concrete ones. So that's holding that because I was just collapsing, I was there. Oh, you would have showed you that on the last video, that's right. So that's been done. Out here, this is the disappointing bit, to be honest though, because it's just been half done and left. Yeah, so I'm just waiting at the moment now for them to finish off, clean out the garden. I'd say scrape it a bit better. We didn't really scrape it that good, level it out, otherwise I'll have to do it by hand. And then I can whitewash the front again, finish the front off, sort out these walls. Trouble is now, where they've dug down, I'd have to make a bit of drainage, because it's not going nowhere. With the, I'll have to come out through the gateway by here. Just one problem after another. Let's go inside, I'll show you the progress so far. So this is different by here, isn't it? I think you'll see the difference. It's a temporary kitchen. My mother's in the other one. So in the future we go into there, but at the moment, this is just what we're using. Please duck, because the amount of people who's hitting their head on there, look how low it is. Small doorways. There's our shower room in here. Look alright, and tile it all out. Got all the tiles ready. Big tiles for the floor, wood looking tiles. I'll come through here with the tiles. The old utility room here. This is where they used to chop everything up, the old wood slab there, stone slab. So Mrs. just making use of it like. the old hooks. The old hooks there, used to hang the meat on. So just making use of a space really. Like I said, it's not finished. We'll obviously do it out. It was just to get in here now it was. This is the best room when you're happy with this. It's better, didn't it? And if you saw the last video, yard vlog 22, you can see when they just opened all that up. So we'd have a log burning in the future. So that'll be tidy. Obviously change the floor to it then. Got a big stone to go underneath there. It's tidy, 100% finished. But we're happy. We're in, like I said, we're out of the caravan. So result, telly on the wall. This big telly. Painting the farm, another done. She's an artist, see, so she's done a lot of paintings over the years. Plus, like from the late 70s. Stick cupboards, that's all she needs. My mother's 88. This is the best bit, that bread oven. Then come with the bread oven there. They put new bricks over the front. But all the rest in there is original. I showed you that, didn't I? In the last one. So we put a light in there. That's a good feature. The paint that bled through on that wall it have. That's just the first coat. So we got to do more on there. So the chimney was leaking, but they've solved that now. So it's better on it from the last time you saw it. Like I said, needs to be back in. I got to fix new glass here. They're quite quirky. And windows there. Temporary clothing. Back there. This is a quirky feature. Look at the angle of the door frame at the top. That's just got character, hasn't it? Look how out of level it is. So all that's got to be done up. Well, there we are then. Hope you found that video interesting. There's a bit of variety in it. Like I said, next week I've got some more tools coming, so we'll do a review on that. I might do a video, like I said, on that camper, showing how to fix wings, or fix panels that's got holes in them. An easy way to do it. You can either do it with mesh or weld little just tack plates behind. So I will do that because I think that'll help people out. That show some of the things I've learned over the years and pass it on. So there we are. I'll leave it there. Look out for my next video. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Cheers.